Hello, 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 YouTube land. Once again, I am going live when everybody is live at the same time. How wonderful. I hope everyone is doing well for those who do come in. Um, I'm I am having an open panel but some people are afraid to hit my panel for whatever reason. Today I thought that this would be interesting. Hey Bolo. Thank you. I know Mr. Candyman is on, so I'm like, honey, I don't know if I even have a chance. But I wanted to go live anyway. And thank you for it is, honey. I'm just trying to find my little spot up in this YouTube world. And it just seems like, just little old me. I ain't got no name. Oh, he's going live. Great, great. I'm telling you, I really was going to cancel this, but I have so much going on that I probably won't be able to go live tomorrow. I do have a live set tomorrow, but because of the arrangements that's going on right now with my family, I probably won't be going live tomorrow. It just depends on how I feel. So yeah, I have to figure it out, Bolo. But I'm glad that at least I'm talking to you, not myself, and whoever else the other person that's in the bushes. Hopefully, it's actually somebody I like. But I was just going to talk a little bit about two can play that game and how some men play games, how some women. Oh, you watching me and TJ at the same time? Oh, okay. How some women play games, how some men play games, and really, to be honest with you, it's just that people are just sometimes afraid to be hurt. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of, what if I'm vulnerable with someone and it doesn't work out? And some people are just lousy. They just like playing games because it's fun to them. So we have different reasons why men and women play games. I remember at one point, when I was and I can be a little bit sometimes now, but I'm maturing out of that. I used to be a little tease when I was in high school. And that could have got me in trouble, but I was a little tease. I had a lot of admirers in high school. So I just used to tease, guys or whatever. They thought they was really getting something. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't getting a damn thing. So, and then too, I always kind of like to do different than what a man would think I would do. You know what I'm saying? So I always had something up my sleeve. I play games because I was immature, as well as I like the chase. Yeah, I like the chase. And some people like the chase. Like I said, maybe I was a lousy teenager. I don't know. But yeah, I can imagine. I'm not so much of a tease now because, like I said, I'm maturing. So there's certain things I'm just not going to kind of dabble into. Y'all can come out the bushes. I hope it's people I like that's in watching me. Y'all can come out the bushes, you four people. But yeah. So I really had to kind of change some of my ways because being a tease can get you in trouble, right? And a lot of people that if they really like you and they already got some mental issues, they will go postal on you. So you got to be careful about playing games with people in this day and time. You be playing mind games with. No, I don't. I do not. I do not. I plead the fifth. No, 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 no. Ish. I plead the fifth. Russell, he likes to play a lot of games. It's just something Russell likes to do. So I like to play too sometimes, just depending on how I feel. But do y'all remember that movie, Two Can Play That Game? Like that movie was epic. when I was growing up. I think I saw that movie when I was like in high school. I think did it come out in the late '90s or the early 2000s? I can't remember, but it was Gabrielle Union, Vivica A. Fox, and it was Morris Chestnut. I loved Morris Chestnut. And I watched that movie a couple times, and I like the fact that those two they played games with each other, but they actually really did like each other. They actually really did love each other, but they was both afraid, at the end. And then when they found out, once they were, started dating other people, they found out that hey, I really care for you. I really want to be with you. Yeah, because it must be people that I don't know. Bolo, people watch you sometimes because they be trying to hear what you have to say so they can use it against you sometimes. So I don't know what's up with folks. And some people don't like typing in chats because they just don't. And some people low key support you, and some people are just being nosy just to see if you're going to talk about them and bring their name up. But again, if they look at the title, two can play that game. And I'm talking about relationships. So, hey, realist, what's popping? Was you in them bushes, realist? I am gonna have an open panel, like I said. Um, yeah, it's innocent sometimes. Sometimes, but because of the stuff I've been through, honey, I don't know. I be very careful. That's why sometimes when people have put me on the spot on the panel about a particular content creator, uh, I not speak English. No English. No English. Poquito English. That's what I go into my second language. No, me no English. No. Because I want to stay out of the way. And really, at the end of the day, I got more to deal with than what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't watching. Oh, you wasn't watching long. So anyway, I'm gonna show you. I used to love Stefan Labossiere, I believe. That's his name. I could be mispronouncing it. He is a Haitian. You know, I don't know if that's a dating coach, but he talks a lot about relationships. Now, I'm very skeptical of dating coaches and people that have, advice on relationships because number one, most of the time, these people that do a lot of talking about certain things, they're not using what they're talking about, right? And sometimes we call those, the uh, what do you call pull pulpit pimps. Yeah, that's basically some preachers are like that. Not every preacher is really a man of God. Not every preacher is called. Not every preacher is called to of God. And they just be talking at the side of their neck, and they don't believe nothing they teach. Like y'all remember Derek Jackson? I knew something about that guy was strange. I never could get into him. But I always liked Stefan Labossiere. He seemed like he was really genuine about what he was talking about. I met him a couple of times in person. Very down to earth guy, very approachable. And he seemed like that he was a person that was actually trying to go by what he was preaching. He got fully you talking about Derek Jackson? Yeah, Derek Jackson was out here hawing. And I remember they all three, it was Ace Metaphor and Stefan Labossiere, as well as Derek Jackson. They all came to an event in Dallas. And um, Derek Jackson was charging people to take a picture with him. They had to sign up for some type of membership, something that he was giving an inspirational word every day. So they had to sign up for that app, and then he would take a picture with them. And I'm like, what the hell? Hey, Thug Life, what's popping? And I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. And so he did that. And so I was like, I don't want to take no picture with nobody that bad if I gotta pay for it. Stefan Lavoisier, when I met him, he was like, oh yeah. And he was looking in my eyes. I was looking at his. I was like, oh my God, he's so cute. And I'm not really into short dudes, but he was extremely short. But he was really just a down to earth person, and he was very approachable. He seemed like he was just really like trying to. He just seemed like he really was just about trying to help people. Not all about selling books and stuff like that. But I'm gonna share. Yeah, I'm gonna share this video with y'all being men in the chat. I don't see any women yet. I don't know where my girls at, but I'm gonna share this video with you, and I want to see what y'all think about it. Now, I also have, hey, double speaks, what's popping? And I'm also gonna share another video with y'all because I was like, this lady has lost her mind. Women play games. Do y'all believe a lot of women be playing games? I mean, I told you I used to be a tease.
So that's what we're talking about today. Why do women play games? Now, I know if you're a woman watching this, you might be like, oh, we don't play games. That's the men playing games. Of course, there are men out there who play games. And we have to be able to acknowledge, though, there are women who play games. There are people who...
Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. This is for educational purposes.
Play games. It's not gender specific as far as who's playing the game. But I would argue that in society, sometimes we make it seem like it's just the men who are doing the foolishness. And we ignore the fact that tons of women are engaging in toxic, unhealthy game playing. Plain and simple. All right. And so even if this doesn't apply to you, for the women watching this, take heed. Because number one, you may find yourself playing a game later on that you don't even realize, or your friends, your mother, your sister, someone you know has probably engaged in playing games, and understanding why they do it will help us in, one, maybe diminishing the amount of people who do it. And for the men watching, because this is really about y'all right now, or this is for y'all, to help you navigate through this and understand what's going on. All right. Let me start with number one. Number one reason, and it's not number one as in it's the top of the list, but it's no specific order. First reason why women play games is because they're getting bad advice. All right. Here's the thing, and let me get even more specific. Negative influences, which turn...
And he right, and I'm gonna stop right there too, and I'm gonna keep going. But he right. I had some older women tell me, you gotta play hard to get. Sometimes when you play too hard, you're gonna play yourself out the game. They didn't tell you that part. What's another bad advice that I got? Go with your heart, not with your mind. Sometimes you can't go with your heart. Your heart can fool you. You gotta look at the pros and the cons. And that was some bad advice, I think. I'll think of some more.
Turns into bad advice. A lot of women
Genesis
don't even register they're playing a game, or they're playing games that are toxic and unhealthy, because they're being given advice and being told, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you should handle it. For example, they'll tell a woman, you need to make him chase you. That's a game you're playing. If you make him chase you, if you're intentionally doing it, you're playing games. That is unhealthy. But why does she do that? Because she heard it from someone who is speaking from a negative place, a negative perception of things, not from a healthy place that's going to create better, stronger relationships. All right. And unfortunately, women are surrounded by other hurt bitter, broken women, which we'll get more into that a little bit later. But the fact is, though those outside influences may have good intentions, though they may not honestly feel like they're leading you down a path of playing a game, that's exactly what they're doing. And so it's causing a lot of problems because women are getting bad advice from negative influences. If you are a man, it is very smart for you to become mindful of who this woman exposes herself to. Who is she surrounding herself with? Who does she take counsel from? Because when you can start to see that the influences that she allows into her life are indeed negative, all right, then you can already brace yourself for some game playing and some ups and downs. Now, that doesn't mean run for cover immediately, all right? Again, I'm a firm believer that you don't run just because you see a red flag. You address it. You talk about it. You also add a safeguard. And what I mean by that is you tell that woman, hey, listen, if you have an issue, talk to me. You open up the lines of communication in a way that makes her feel safe, that she can consult with you about what's going on rather than being quick to run to those outside negative influences. But you also help her understand that, listen, she can't be so quick to talk to or to take counsel from those individuals. I don't want you or any man to think you should try to control her environment, so to speak, because she as an adult has to make that decision. However, you do need to be mindful of it and make her aware and the reason why I say make her aware is because, again, because she may not always realize that. And that's not necessarily your responsibility. If you see something in this woman and you think you can build something special, then take it into account. All right. So, yes, negative influences, bad advice, huge factor as to why women play games. Hey, thank you for watching this.
Now, and I just talked about an older, well, I'm not gonna say an older woman, but it was a woman. She was a lot older than me that told me to make a man chase after you. Like I said before, you can do that for too long, um, and do too much, and you can. Hey, Captain Wolf, what's popping? You can get yourself up out the door, and you might even really like that person, but the fact that you're playing too hard to get, that may be a big turnoff for a man. Because now I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not easy, but at the same time, I don't want to be a person where I'm just so challenging that no man can feel like they can approach me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to get a medium, a middle, ground. But some people are just perception of you is just what it is. You'll have some people they'll just look at you and be like, "Oh man, she seems snooty," or she may seem like she is too high maintenance for me. Hey Sherry, what's popping? Um, so when you meet men like that, look, that's your insecurity. That's not mine. I know who I am. Wouldn't you all want a woman that actually looks nice? I mean, I'm not I'm not saying go around here looking like a Barbie doll or IG model all the time, but you should want someone that represents you well, right? So I don't understand when men say that kind of stuff. It really irritates me, to be honest with you, because people don't take the time to notice. I mean, take the time to get to know you before they come, with these perceptions of you that are false. But I did have some bad advice. Another thing, I was trying to think of another advice someone gave me that I said this will continuously keep me single. Would be that there's always just one person for you. Like there may be a number of people for you, right? Um, it might not just be just one. So you have to figure out which one's best for you. And if your lifestyles coincide with each other, I don't know, but I feel like there's not just one person. Now I could be wrong. there's some relationships where if you didn't have this particular person, it just wouldn't work out. So maybe that's not a good example, because there is some people, like I was telling you, I don't know if I told you guys about my sister and my brother-in-law, but no one probably could deal with my brother-in-law but my sister. My brother-in-law was a godly man. He put God first, and he really was. He talked he walked what he talked. Okay, and but he was also very bossy. He was kind of that taking charge, and I guess that's not really bad, because we want a man that can take in charge, because sometimes we need that as women. But sometimes he could be extremely too bossy and a know-it-all. And every time and he was a talker, and my sister could deal with that. Sometimes I think a lot of times she would just tune him out, and while he's talking, it would be like Charlie Brown, it would be like wonk wonk, that kind of thing. So I think she just kind of toned him out on a lot of stuff, but a lot of things that he told her, she took heed and applied, and it actually came out for her good. So I think I don't think there will be anybody that would be fit perfect for my brother-in-law, but my sister, because of how she handled him. She handled him with love, and respect. And one thing about men, they love respect more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So my sister gave my brother-in-law the utmost respect. So yeah, I really just think that I guess it depends on how we see it, you know. I don't know if y'all have anything in the chat. Anybody gave y'all any bad advice? And you actually, applied it and you regretted it after you, because some people be speaking out of hurt. You know what I'm saying? When they be giving you advice about something. So it's just kind of interesting. I don't know what y'all think about that. Y'all can put it in chat, and I think I'll put the link as well if someone wanted to come up. I just thought that this was interesting, that people seem to overlook, because a lot of people play games. It hasn't just always been me. There's a lot of folks be playing games, men and women. And sometimes, what they say, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So you better watch out what you're doing. Can you still hear me? Oh, I'm so sorry if it's choppy. I have 5G network. I don't know what's going on. But I also put the link in the chat, so you guys are more than willing to come up if you would like to. Men, women, doesn't matter. I'm gonna play another video. I want you to see this young lady. Hey Dawn, what's popping? Good to see you. Happy New Year. This young lady, she's probably in her early 20s. She's dating a sugar daddy that's in his late 50s. She just don't know she's playing a dangerous game with a married man. And I want y'all to see this. And she thinks she's playing a game, but she really playing herself at the end of the day. And I wish somebody would just be real with her, because yeah.
Okay, I'm getting ready right now. I'm doing my makeup. I just had a quick question for you. I gotta unplug my phone so I can set it up. I'm going to a birthday dinner, but it's like at a nice bougie restaurant. But everybody there is bringing like their boyfriend. I'm gonna be like one of the only two girls that are not bringing nobody. But that has nothing to do with my question. My question was, I've had a sugar daddy who does a lot for me, and it's been like 3 years now, but he's overly jealous. Like, he's going through my phone when I'm not there. Like, I don't know what to do with that. And yeah, he does a lot, but when is the time? That's not sugar daddy. That feels like boyfriend. That feel like boyfriend energy, and I've never said we're together. Like, that's so weird. And he, sorry, my phone was, but he does. I just don't know when the time is to like cut him off and get a new one, because now I'm just feeling like if I want to be in a toxic relationship, I would have been in that already.
Sweetie. And this is Miss Ashley L. Dalton. It's Ask Ashley. I watched some of her commentary. She has a lot of people coming on her show asking for dating advice. Um, you're already in a toxic situation. Number one, you're with a married man. Now, to each his own, because who am I to judge? I have my own sins. But I can tell you this, you're not going to find me talking to no married man, like none, not engaged, not married, not in a situation. I don't have time for it. So she doesn't even realize why she thinks she's playing a game, and this is just I'm just a side chick. I'm just the dime piece and all this. She doesn't realize that she's being played in the process. This man is playing you just like you think you playing him.
Like,
but the thing is, this is what I'm feeling, Jai. You must have gave him that impression that y'all kind of do relationship things for him to feel comfortable enough to be toxic, if that makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie, I have like we go out to eat, we hold hands, we say I love you, but he pays the rent. He bought my car. He done did so much. So yeah, I'm gonna play that role, but it's not.
Now can't nobody say I wear a lot of makeup. But y'all see these. Look, but yeah.
Never been that. It's and I let him know like I'm still gonna work at the club. I'm still gonna do me, but
so you ain't never said, baby, I love you a little bit. While y'all was pillow talking. You ain't never said that.
I have. I'm not gonna lie, I have.
So she playing games. She's saying, yeah, I have. So you didn't really mean that? He's just a sugar daddy. Oh, okay. She's just a sugar baby.
But why did she feel comfortable?
That's your man. That's your man.
That's not my man.
Right.
It's not. He's still legally married, and that's not my man. The wife is missing a foot.
Okay, they cut some of it out. YouTube. Basically, his wife is diabetic. And hey, Tuber, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much, Tuber. His wife is diabetic, and she's missing, I think, either a leg or a foot. So she's talking about it as if, oh yeah, and she sounds so disgusting, like Dawn said. Like, baby, that could be you one day. That could be you laid up without a foot from diabetes. People don't realize the laws of the universe and how it works. Whatever you sow, you will definitely reap. And sometimes you'll get it tenfold. That means you'll get it worse than what you put out. How silly of her to think. And this is how I know that not only is she very young in her mindset, she has low moral character. Let me tell you, I have made some mistakes in my life, but can't nobody tell me that when I don't do something, I don't feel remorseful, because I do. And I try not to do it again. Because if I'm really remorseful about something, then I make it a habit, or I make a decision not to do something, the same thing over again, right? So she has no remorse for sleeping not only with someone that's married, but then she goes in and talks about the woman because she lost a foot or a leg. I'm thinking a foot. Check this out. I just thought this was astonishing to me.
He take care of her, and she's staying in the own separate room. So it's not my man.
So the wife lives in a separate room, y'all, and she's saying it's not my man.
But
why he? What do you want to do, Jai? What decision do you want to make? Do you want to leave or do you want to stay?
I don't want to leave. I'm going to stay. Yeah, I'm going to stay.
So what's your question?
Who taught this girl? Who taught her? How is this okay? And believe me, when I say I'm not the moral police, but it's some things to me is just evident. Can't anybody see how strange that people have no remorse, that they have no compassion for other people? It's all about what I want and what I think I deserve.
I guess, how do I get him to stop tripping so much, but still get what I need?
You get your
ass. He probably feels like he's entitled.
This lady made me mad. You get your ass a job. Go to school. Go to school. Get your ass a job. And if it's look, you might as well look. She already laying on her back. She let me be quiet. Oh my God, I'm about to go left. See, these kind of people right here. This is why people get killed because they don't understand that they are playing a dangerous game. Leave folks, leave married folks alone. Because even though that lady only have 1 foot, you just never know. A lot of these people will hire to kill folks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that this the wife will, but you just never know. People be playing these dangerous games just because they feel like something is owed to them. Get your ass and get a job. Get a job. Establish yourself as a young lady. Have some type of decency about yourself. Like how do they think that this is okay?
Because
oh
he
my
buys
goodness, that's
whatever
what
he
my friend
wants.
said too. But
Yeah, he feels entitled. Like I don't gotta do.
Hey
If you want
Angelo,
me to change, I'm paying bills, buying
hey
cars,
Betty.
making sure you good. I don't gotta do anything. You change. I'm not
Right.
changing.
I could get like another two of you though. But like, why? I guess it
So
makes
why
sense what
didn't
you're
you get
saying.
them?
You know,
John, he said, why didn't you get them yet? Why you still here with me if you can get another two?
and I'll show him like we won't talk my thing and not needing him, not hitting him up. But I don't know what to do, honestly. I guess my question really was, what do I do like about it? Because I still want it, but I don't want him to be like, I don't want to worry about my phone. Like I'm changing passwords and stuff because you looking through it, but it's not. You're married, not me. I'm not married. I'm single. I'm young. I'm lit. I'm sexy. Like I be doing.
And ma'am, and you won't stay that way. We age as we get older, and there's always going to be the other pretty girl, right? So you don't know if you're going to live to see 30, okay? And I think that's the misconception of a lot of people. They think they have their whole lives ahead of them. We would like to think that, but at a blink of a at a blink of an eye, you could lose your life in a car accident. You could drop dead on a heart attack. And God forbid, I'm not saying that for her. I'm just saying how life is so short and death comes unexpectedly sometimes. So when you think you have all this time and you treating people any kind of way and you're sowing these negative seeds out there, you just have no idea how that can come back to hurt and haunt you forever. People don't realize that the life they live, it will speak for them at the end. You know, and I talked about earlier on Bolo's chat, I was talking about um how the life you live it counts. Because say for instance, if you do know that you're dying and you're on your deathbed, like what do you have left? Do you have anybody there? Do you have people there that can witness how you've touched their lives, how you spoke an encouraging word to them, how you prayed for them, how you bought them food when they didn't have any food? Like those are the things that actually matters, not how pretty you are and how fat your ass is and how big your tits are. That's not going to count when you're on your deathbed, I can promise you that. Or how much money you have. It's only about the life you live and how you have treated other people. That's what's going to matter. And with this young lady playing a dangerous game, she's really not only selling herself short, she's also shortening her life. And what I mean by that, sometimes when we do certain things and we live a lifestyle, that can sometimes have some very um I would say very bad consequences that comes with that. It could either be your life, being shortened. It could be a lot of things, start happening to you in your life that will keep your life in chaos constantly. And you're trying to understand why is all this bad stuff is happening to me. Now, bad things happen to good people too. That it does. But I'm talking about for the people that just go out here and just do and not think of any consequences. When people play dangerous games, men and women, it comes back to bite you, and sometimes worse than you expect.
For me, why do I? That's weird. I'm about to do my hair right now.
And it sounds like
You
you
see?
tell him that too when you argue. That you
I
tell him
do tell him that, and he'd be like, "Yeah, you right, you right, you right. Just let me fall back." But then he'll hit me
Hey,
up in a couple days when he
PhD,
needs
how are
something.
you, sweetie?
Because you can't find better than me. I know you can't, or else you'd be with your wife with diabetes with one foot,
You
obviously.
heard that, y'all?
And he's a clean freak too. So how old is he? He's 56.
it
56.
sounds like you want to be the girlfriend and you wanted him to stay. And when y'all argue, you like, but you ain't getting better than me. And she don't look like me. And ain't nobody. Da, da, da. And
Okay,
yeah.
they had
So
to
when
hear
is it
me.
gonna happen? And I'll get another you in another day because I'm young, fly, and beautiful. And he like, okay, let me try it. And then you have that toxic relationship. That's what that sounds like.
Am I crazy? Do I sound crazy? The comment saying I sound crazy. Like, am I crazy for that? The what? It's strictly sugar daddy, but you worrying about me, but you got so much other shit to worry about. You need to get it. Like, I sound crazy. My friend telling me I sound crazy. I'm tripping. Like, I guess I'm tripping then. There's nothing. I'm 26, but
You're young. You're young. Life is about learning. But again, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
I want to still have him and have everything else. But I
She has lived a very charmed life if she think that's going to be possible all the time. And this is what's wrong with a lot of people. They want what they want when they want it.
can't have it like that, huh?
No, I
Hell
think
no.
you can, but you
Hey,
love
Gary.
him. So even if you try to go to someone else, you got feelings. So you're still gonna come back because you love him.
I love him and what he does for me and how he makes me feel. I don't love him as a person. If he died today,
She basically
Yeah,
said
of course you would have
if
to
he
move on,
died
but you
today,
still
she
care
wouldn't
about
care.
him
That's what she said. They cut it out. If she died today, she wouldn't care about that man.
and love him.
all right, all right. You telling me everything I already knew for real. So I feel like I'm wasting your time. I'm gonna just let you move on. You telling me everything I already fucking knew for real. I just didn't want to admit.
When you're ready, do it when you're ready.
And yeah, I'm not gonna waste your time. Well, you just tell me what I wanted to hear.
Very beautiful.
All
Well,
right,
keep me updated, okay?
of course, bye.
Girl, she should have told her, you need to leave that man alone and grow the hell up. That's what she should have told her. Because that's not going to work well for you, ma'am. That's what she. Why people can't tell folks the truth? Tell people the truth. And maybe some of these people like, look, that ain't my job. If she want to be with a married man, let her be with a married man. Oh my goodness. Like, tell that heifer you are dead wrong. Then you want to talk about the lady because she got one foot. Like, come on now. Living dangerously, I can see that. Right. Now, this is another guy. He's talking about how men be playing games. I know y'all be playing games, but we do it too.
Three games men play. Number one,
This is by Coach KenCanion.
love bombing. And what they do is they begin to launch love grenades. So every morning you wake up, you've got a text that says, "Hey, love, I hope you have a great day." You
Oh, I've had that so many times, honey. They be love bombing you. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so sexy. Oh, I want to see you. Wonk, wonk.
he tells you, "I miss you," all of the things that you want to hear. And the
Mm.
reason a man love bombs you is because he wants to get you into a certain state emotionally where he has some control or leverage over you. The second thing is he begins to minimum wage you. Now, after he gets what he wants, be it sex, a place to stay, he gets you gets you emotionally invested in the relationship. Then he pulls away. He minimum wages you. He gives you just enough to keep you on the hook. And the third thing is negging. He begins to neg you. And all negging is, if I insult you a little bit, if I pick at you a little bit, what it does is it brings you down just a little bit. So now I can control and manipulate you. And think about this. Anybody who insults me, I want to impress them. I want to.
Oh my God. I had a guy do me like this. He thought he was really doing something, but he forgot you can't play a player. Look, I was raised by my daddy too. My daddy was a player. I saw how he did women. So I had a guy do me the exact same way, right? And he found out real quick that I'm not the one. Guess what happened? When he thought he was really getting up under my skin and trying to love bomb me, then pull away. When I stopped answering his calls, when I stopped calling him, he found out real quick I'm not the one. I have been raised by a man. I have, like I said, my brother-in-law was my brother. I have so many uncles, so many god cousins that taught me a lot of game. See, I always come off like, oh, I'm the innocent. Oh, I don't know. Oh, really? I'm just laughing on the inside.
To make them feel positive about me. All it is a form of control.
Hey, Nort, what's poppin'? Okay, so yeah, I had to show y'all that. I thought that was interesting. Now this is
games people play.
This is part 2, y'all.
Number 1, he doesn't respond right away to your texts or phone calls.
Oh,
he does
yes.
this on purpose.
I had that to happen. You know what I did? Blocked him. I'm like, okay, I got you. So you playing the game? I'm gonna block your ass.
Because he wants to see your reaction if you call back. Now, again, it's all about leverage. Whether you like it or not, we're in a game. He's trying to get more leverage and an upper hand in the relationship. And a lot of this happens when the relationship is new because I want to get you to a certain emotional place. The second game is this. A man will make a small request leading to a larger request. If he can get you to go pick up his cleaners or a smaller request, then he can get you to use your car or borrow money. But it's a game. You have to be aware of it. And number 3 is the man will make conversations, sexual conversations, and ask for pictures. He'll even ask you for a picture of your gender.
This, I had some men that asked me for, can you give me a sexy picture? I'm like, no, you can go on Instagram. Oh, but I want one particularly for me. Nah, I don't do that. You know why? Because when they get mad at you, they start, maybe showing your picture around. I don't trust nobody a lot of times. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's very few people that I would trust in to an extent. But especially someone that I'm just meeting and want to get to know, and they're already asking me for sexy photos. I don't know you. No, you would have to be my man. Like we in a committed relationship. I don't know you. I ain't sending you nothing. How about that?
Genitals, or he'll send you a picture of his genitals. What he's really trying to gauge, if you allow that, is how much sexual latitude do I have?
And I don't respond. I don't want to know how big your dick is. At least while I'm getting to know you, I think that's really inappropriate. Don't be sending me no dick pics because I'm going to be looking at you crazy and I'm not going to respond. We can be cool, but as far as me wanting to be with you, nah, because I'm going to be like, how many other women you send your dick pics to? Like, come on now.
How far am I, or how far is she willing to go when it pertains to sex?
See, this is where a lot of times I become blockalina. When I see men doing silly stuff like that, no, because I'm not finna do it. So yeah. Um, so I don't know if I should play this one video. But I really know when a man is into you and not just want to just get underneath your skirt or your dress. Like, there's certain things that I'm not going to invest in because I understand this is just a game that you want to play to see if you can get my attention from another guy. It's not about actually me at the end of the day. And that's where I kind of like, okay, well, I can play with you too, because it's a game to you. It's not because you actually want me or you actually want to get to know me. You just look at everything as a game, you know? And you'll learn that when you talk to men. And like I said, I was partially, half of the time raised by my dad. So there was things that I saw about him that I was like, I would not ever put myself in that position because I seen it for myself. My daddy was a straight up player, period. I'm surprised I don't have more brothers and sisters than I have. Oh, hey, Selah, what's good? Selah said, I don't just say no when they ask me for a sexy pic. I stop talking to them altogether. No, we cannot be. I know that's right. Like, what you got going on? You sitting up here. I don't know you. I had this one guy, and we've been cool all this time, and he all of a sudden start, hey, you're looking so good. Can you just give me a sexy? I said, nope. I said, go on Instagram. I got all the pictures you want to see on Instagram. Yeah, I'm not doing it. So I seen it for myself. I know some of the ways that men work sometimes. And a lot of the times I did play the game because I had to protect myself, or I felt like I had to protect myself. And basically, I didn't have to do that. Just say, no, I don't want to be involved with you. I don't want to talk to you. We not for each other. That's basically maturity will teach you that. You don't have to play games with folks. Just say, no, we're not on the same wavelength. We're not on the same page. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because some people you're just not. Right? We don't have to play games anymore. We grown. So either I like you or I don't. Either you like me, or you don't. But you'll have guys that will play you acting like they like you, but they're also telling the other girl almost the exact same thing, another girl. So the other girl looking at you like you crazy, and you're like, you need to deal with that man. Don't be looking at me crazy. He's saying the same thing to both of us. What you mad at me for? I just saw through it earlier. I played like, sometimes you'll play like, oh, I don't see it. I'm just gonna play the game too, right? But you be seeing it. The man will say the exact same thing to that other woman that he said to you. So those type of guys, I don't take seriously, period. I'm sorry for now. Oh, that's fine, Selah. I'm sick. Yeah, Selah. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. No, I understand. But yeah, people play a lot of games, but now we grown, right? And we should be able to say, no, thank you. Oh, you have a nice life. No, thank you. Move on, right? I know y'all got something to say. I know y'all got something to say. Y'all can come up on my panel. Don't be afraid. And make sure you guys press the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button. I also have a membership where I have things on my hey Mink, what's good? What's popping? That you can join as well. that would help me out as a little small content creator trying to make it up in these streets. So yeah, that's just kind of what I was thinking. Anybody would like to come up, you are more than welcome. I put the link in the chat. I know I'm not talking about anything drama filled, but I like to talk about different things that I think is something to talk about. Why do people play games? I know for me, I play games because I wanted to protect myself. Right. I played the game because I wanted to protect myself because I knew how some men work. The thing that could kind of screw me up was I forgot in the midst of playing games that there's actually some good men out there. And you could play the game and you could miss out on the love of your life. You could miss out on somebody that actually cares about you because you're doing too much. And that's when playing games becomes a problem. Yeah, that's when it becomes a problem. You've played games and you played your butt right out of the game because you're so busy trying to prove a point. You have an ego problem. You're trying to protect yourself from rejection. You're trying to protect yourself from being hurt. So you play games and you play yourself right out of a situation that could actually be something great for you, right? We've all done it. Some of us done it to our own demise, right? And then we look up and we're 30, right? And then we'll look up and then we're 40, and then we look up and we're 50. My dad played the game so much. He died with some family around him, but he didn't die with the love of his life next to him. That's a problem. You spent so much time playing the game, you didn't have that person that you really desired next to you as you were dying, right? You cannot imagine how many, if you go to a hospital and you look in some of the hospital rooms, how you see some single women and single men by themselves, right? And especially when they go into hospice, and when they go into hospice and there's nobody around, thank God my dad had a huge family, but he also had, 5 kids, right? So he had people there. But just think about it. If he had kids that didn't care, if he had a family that didn't care, he would actually die alone in hospice. People are doing that. They are in that situation every day. You know what I'm saying? So your games can really mess you up. Kevin Samuel said, you will die alone. And people couldn't stand Kevin Samuels, but a lot of his information that he gave, of course, was his opinion. But some of the things I really thought made some sense, But some things I'm like, well, Kevin Samuels, that's not always true. It depends on the person too. Like he was saying how some high value men, right? Yeah, double-edged sword. How high value men only want women that wears a size 8. That she has to be, I think, is it a certain height or something, but she had to be size 8, no more than 100, and was it 150 or 140? I think it was 140. But from my understanding, when he passed away, the woman that was with him at the time was a BBW, right? she was very hefty or she was thick. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me think, you know, everything we hear on here, relationship advice, is not always the best advice, right? We just have to take everything with a grain of salt. Let me see. Make sure they are into you. I will see a woman trying to make a man. Okay. I see women trying to make men something they aren't. I see men trying to make women sex pots when they aren't. Yeah, another game that I see that be going on in these streets. Like people that go into, like, women that be going into the gym, and men do it too because they'll walk around with their, well, I'll be going to the gym. I be seeing some men walking around with their shirts off, or they got them real muscle shirts and they showing out, popping all the muscles, and they glistening with the sweat. Then you got the women coming there with just a sports bra, and she got some real tight leggings. I mean, you can see everything, right? You don't have to leave anything. Hey, Juicy, how are you, sweetie? And you'll see some women that'll be walking around there, right? And they know that men are gonna look, but then they'll like get mad once they're doing stretches and stuff, and they're getting mad because men are looking. And it's like, lady, you are almost naked. What do you expect? If he is a heterosexual male, he is going to look, right? Now, some men, they do too much, right? I've been in the gym sometimes, and I've just bypassed, and I heard some guys, they were talking, they was like, um, damn, she a sexy motherfucker. And I'm like, that's so disrespectful. So, and they'll stare at you, but and then when you kind of glance at them, then they'll turn their head. But I never really got mad at men staring at me like that. Some men can do too much, right? But then in some men, they can just admire you and just look, and then they turn their head. But some of them women get upset because a man is looking at them. And I'm like, you dumb broad. Do you understand what you have on? Some women go to be seen. I've seen women come in there with a face full of makeup, like I said, a bra on, sports bra on, some real tight leggings, even if she got some shorts, or she got these tight leggings, you can see her cookie almost, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this man, what you getting mad at, lady? Then they doing the stretching and they doing the squats, and they look, I'm never surprised when I'm at a gym and men stare at me. I got tights on. Now I don't be going there with no bra. That's ridiculous. They'll really be calling the police on me for indecent decent exposure. But I would not do that. Like, that's just not me. I have like on a t-shirt and some tights, right? And men stare at that. But I don't get upset, and I don't be, what you looking at, nigga? All this kind of weird stuff. And forgive me for saying the N-word. But what you looking at? You know. So, but some women, they get upset, but you walking around there, you prancing around there like I am Miss It, and you don't think a man's gonna look. Are you crazy? If he's heterosexual, he will. Why get mad? It's human. Yeah. As long as they ain't disrespectful, like the man said, I was a sexy motherfucker, and I guess he didn't think I heard it. But yeah, they real crazy. Like, what you think? So people be playing games, honey. They be playing games at the gym. They be playing games at church. You be thinking, oh, you got a man of God. You got a man of God. He read the Bible. He go to church every Sunday, almost every Sunday. Oh, he talks about God all the time. This nigga is playing. Oh, excuse me. This brother, this man is playing you. He talking to he talking to Sister Shirley. He talking to Pam. He talking to who Bertha, Keisha. He talking to all in. Why he talking to you at the same time? Let's pray together, sister. He want to lay hands on you. And I'm not talking about holy hands, right? People play games everywhere. You just have to be discerning about it, and you got to make sure that you are not playing the game, right? You said preacher wife too. Yeah, you got some preacher wives or some women be playing games in the church too. They be acting like, I am so holy. I am saving myself until marriage. You find out this woman is flipping it every which way, every which way. She got Daniel over here. She got who else in the Bible? She got Joseph. She got everybody. And she flipping it all kinds of ways, but she telling you, I want to wait until I'm married. I want to have sex with you right now. I want to wait until I'm married. And she out here and she for the streets. You have to test people because people be playing games for different types of reasons. You just don't know why they play the games that they do. You have no idea why. Like I said, people play it for different reasons. I played it to protect myself because I seen my dad. I've been around my male cousins. I've been around, my brother, kind of big brother gave me a lot of game. I've been around men, so certain things I already picked up. That's why I say you may think I'm not paying attention. You may think I'm just being a quiet, little naive, little church girl that's telling you everything that you want to hear and telling you all her business. You have no idea. We put on masks to protect ourselves because either we have seen it because of what we've dealt with, or we've seen it because we've watched people. That's just what that is. Dawn said, Gym turned into a showroom floor. My breast jiggling the best. My muscles are huge and I can, huge and I can flex my breastplate. Right. I've seen some men try to flex in front of me and I'm looking at them like, you looking weird right now. Right. So no. And then I have, like you said, you'll have that guy that's in the gym that's watching you and they start love bombing you, basically giving you all these comments. And while they're telling me this, and I really have to watch my facial expressions because my facial expressions is like, okay. I don't believe nothing they be saying, but they think they really doing something. So that's kind of funny. So they love bomb you with all these great compliments. The same thing that they told somebody else the day before. And they think you're supposed to be thrilled by it. But there is some men that do give honest compliments. And you can tell when they do. It's not overboard. It's not to the point to where it's like, really, I like people that are sincere with me and not be flirting with me and then flirting with, especially if you decided that, okay, I want to talk to you. I want you, right? This is for someone that's actually really interested in you and they're not playing any games. And you know it. Like they're letting you know, hey, I'm not playing no games. I would like to get to know you. So that can make me kind of put my guard down a little bit, right? And then I will, treat him accordingly. But so many people in this day and time play games. It's kind of hard to, really just let your guard down because people are just really in this day and time really disingenuous. And it comes a time in your life when you get older, um, you get kind of tired of the people being disingenuous and just be honest. Like I'm talking to you and like three other women, so um, I'm trying to I'm trying to decide which one I like the best. That would let me know if okay. And I know some people ain't gonna do that because it's like, especially if they want to get to know you, but they got other people they want to get to know too. But it's like I'd rather for somebody to just tell me that so I can make a decision on whether I want to engage with that or not. All right. So if you like me, you like me, and then I will act accordingly to it. You know. So yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about it. I don't even know why y'all want to just hear me talk. I have put the link in the chat like so many times. Nobody wants to come. I don't have, for some apparent reason, I don't have the chat where people like to come. Oh my God. What are y'all afraid? Y'all gonna be content or what? I'll put it in here again. Yeah. So what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that people play too many games, or if I'm not, or y'all think people are what do y'all think? We talk about food and I really compliment her, but it's not a club or a gym, but it's real. It's not a club or okay. Yeah, you have to have someone you can actually vibe with. The gym is yeah, it's definitely we call it club gym. That's what it seems like. Every time I go to the gym, it's like a big club. And it's like sometimes I even hate going to the gym because it's too many people. I wish I had exercise equipment that I could really have at home that I could actually do. I have some weights and stuff at home, but like I don't have like a treadmill or elliptical or what do you call that? Where you a stepper where you like climb up and stuff. Like I actually wish I had that at home sometimes. But I have met some interesting people at the gym. Some good, some not so good. Some when I see them, I'm dodging from them, hoping that and praying that they forget who I am. Um, and even I can wear my mask. Like, say for instance, I have like a mask on. Somebody will still know it's me. That's how weird. Like, I don't know if people actually examine your body and they can remember you or something, but like I can wear a mask trying to hide, putting a baseball cap on, thinking, oh, for sure they won't notice me now. No, somebody will, are you, I'm like, damn. And so I try to put my mask down. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that was you. I thought that was you. I'm like, Lord Jesus, I can't hide. I can't hide. So yeah, what'd you say? Man, why is that weird? All the bip, bam, boom. What are you talking about? The bip, bam, boom. What is that? Gary, I don't know what me talking about. But I was just like, I got oh I'm like, I be trying. I really do. I be wearing that baseball hat, different hats, putting that mask on, different masks. They'll pick me out. I'm telling you, if I was to go to jail for doing a crime, somebody will pick me out. They will. They will not forget. So I need to find another gym, because I tried to dodge a few people and they always seem to try to they lock eyes with me. So I know they know who I am. Okay. So here I am trying, hi, how are you? Because I know they done saw me, right? They done saw me. Oh, okay, Mink. I was like, what? But yeah, it's just crazy. So like I said, when you playing too many games with people, you will definitely find out that Captain Wolf, you will definitely find out that it will come back to haunt you, and sometimes in the worst way. So be sure that when you dealing with people, that you are upfront with people and you really let people know where you stand, if you like them or not, because you don't want to get to the point to where you're in a situation and somebody may not be mentally stable and they could take you being nice as advances towards them. It might not be, but like I said, then you have the tease, like I used to be. Sometimes your teasing can get you in trouble too. And you're just really thinking, oh, I'm just playing, I'm just flirting. Yeah, you will find out that that person didn't think you were playing. You said some don't know a thing about actual honesty, right? Like I said, I'll let a person know, okay, yeah, I like you. Yeah, I don't. Like, I ain't gonna say it, no, I don't like you like that. I'm try to always be respectful of people. I'm like, well, me and you ain't on the same wavelength, you know what I'm saying? I want something this way, you want something that way. So I just think that me and you are not a good fit, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. That's the thing, but I'm like, okay, it could be anybody though, That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking it could be anybody. Like, I should be able to mix in with the crowd of other women. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's all good. Like I said, I try to. I know I can't run, so I just, hey, how you doing? When I see them start looking, because they remember me. Hey, how you doing? Keep it moving, and I just walk off. You know what I'm saying? So, hmm I think okay. What you say? I think I've met the most honest person I've known. I've been looking like, why are you telling me that? Yeah, that's good to know that. I never thought I would love the museum. Yes, I love the Dallas Museum of Art. You guys find some different type of activities in your city. Don't just be I would say closed-minded to other different type of cultures, different type of events like that has to do with going to a museum, going to, just different places that's out of your norm. Most people they go eat out at Red Lobster. We got a few places here, Red Lobster. Um, what's the other places? Razoo's, places like that. um get out of the places like that, get and get around different groups of people. I have one cousin. She just, to me, it's like she's just like hanging around all black people. That would drive me nuts. I like learning about different people. I like being around different people, different types of people with different types of personalities. um I've talked to all types of people, with different ethnic backgrounds. That keeps you open minded. It keeps you well versed, to get outside of your world. You know what I'm saying? Going to different galleries, um, you know, like I told you, I go to different events. I enjoy the life that I have. At least I'm trying to. Um, don't just be, like I said, one sided. Get out, learn about different things, learn about different people. I like Red Lobster too. Them biscuits be off the hook. Yes, Nark. Them biscuits be off the hook. And you can never go wrong with me with shrimp scampi. I know my Israelites, the Israelites, they like, oh, they ban that kind of stuff. That's the seafood. They don't believe in no seafood, but I love me some shrimp scampi and some fried shrimp. Like, you can't go wrong with that. Hot wings and shrimp is some of my favorite. Yes, them cheese butter biscuits. Lord have mercy. You talk about can get fat on that. I have to stay away from Red Lobster sometime. But I guess nobody wants to come up. I'll put it in here one more time. I am taking some time off for a few days due to the passing of my brother-in-law, who was like a brother to me, old big brother. Um, so I'm taking some time off. So sometimes I might be on here and sometimes I might not. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel in the next couple of days. But I wanted to come on today because, thank you, Realist. I wanted to come on today because, number one, it's good to do different types of content. You know, I like to do content on different things, and I really like to get into. Thank you, Dom. I really like to talk about relationships and things like that. I like to talk about spirituality. You know me, I like to talk about a lot of different things. And I thank you guys for your condolences. I really do, because at the time when you're going through, and everybody in here more than likely has lost someone very close to them and dear to them. And sometimes doing things like this does help you because it gets your mind off of it for a few minutes, right? And plus, I just have to keep going. You know, every person that has blessed my life, that has been a part of my life, has always wanted me to keep progressing, whether they were here or not. And how I honor people by those people that have left is to keep doing me, right? Keep talking about different subjects, keep encouraging people, keep speaking knowledge into people, you know, learning, applying knowledge to my life. And yeah, just it's just about moving forward because just because people die doesn't mean your life stops, right? You have to sometimes keep a routine to keep you to normalize, not normalize, but I guess to make you feel like you're not stuck, that you're not stagnated, right? So I have been trying to just stay focused on what I have to do, um, you know, because you're going to have to grieve. And I don't even think you ever stop grieving, right? I don't know. Somebody tell me. But I don't think you ever stop grieving when people pass on. You just learn how to deal with it a little better each day, but it never goes away. That void never goes away, and you are left here. So you just learn to deal with life as it comes, and you take one day at a time. Sometimes 1 second, 1 minute, and 1 hour at a time. And sometimes talking about things like this, it definitely, yes, right. Me, it does definitely help you to learn how to cope with some situations that happen. Um, yeah, Narc. You learn to move forward regardless of how you're hurting, how you're sad, because life still goes on. It never stops. Your pain is there, but life still goes on. The world keeps spinning, right? People are still going, doing what they're doing, good or bad. You just have to figure out what you're going to do with it. Right. 305. So, you know, like I said, you live and you learn. You know, when you get older, you learn how to cope with things. You cry, and you cry, but then you pick yourself up, move forward. You might cry again, Might never stop crying, to be honest with you. But it's always, it's always something to live for. You still here, you know what I'm saying? If you wasn't supposed to be here, you'll be gone as well. So while you are here, while I am here, I have to still keep moving and doing what I've been doing. Um, I remember the good times and valuable things my parents taught me when I had crying moments, right, me? And that's very important. I remember good memories. I remember not so good memories, but my good memories outweigh my bad. They really do. And when I look back on some of my life, I really realize that I come from a good family. I come from a loving family. And that's why I work so hard not to act a complete fool on here because I know where I come from. You know what I'm saying? I know whose child I am. And there's just certain things that I'm just not going to engage in. I don't have the energy, neither do I care. Um, but one thing I have learned to stop playing games with people to protect myself. I learned let your yes be a yes and your no be a no. If you want to deal with people, deal with them. If you don't, you don't. Don't play games with people because it will come back on you. Learn to deal with your insecurities. Learn to deal with your vulnerabilities and learn and understand that a lot of times we do things, we operate out of fear because we be trying to protect ourselves. But fear is just like, it's like a cage. It keeps you in and you don't get come out. You don't get out. You have to learn to break outside of that jail cell, that cage called fear. Fear can mess you up. It can stop you from meeting the love of your life. It can stop you from going after your dreams. It can stop you and stagnate you in life because you're so afraid of failure or what if something bad happens? What if something good happens? What if I actually meet the right person because I was willing to let down my guard? What if I went to school and I went into that major or that trade and I actually was successful in it? What if I started that business that I actually been wanting to start, but I've been so afraid, but if I do it, it might actually work out. I might actually make a lot of money. I may actually love what I'm doing. We always have those what ifs, and what ifs. And all those what ifs is keeping you in bondage. Get out of fear. That's what I'm learning. Get out of fear. Get out of the what ifs and just go. Just do. It stagnates you to the point to you can't even be to your fullest potential, you know? So I just say get out of playing games with yourself, with other people, and treat people like I said before. And this is something that I have to always remind myself. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Because whatever you do, it's going to come back to you. You play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. Be honest with folks. If you're not feeling them, you're just not feeling them. And if you are, you are. The only thing that can stop you in life from accomplishing things or actually getting the desires of your heart is fear. That's what stops a lot of people, and it kills a lot of people's dreams. Fear is a really horrible thing. Now, some fear is good because it keeps you from being stupid. You just have to know what that's just you have to use common sense. Fear of a heavenly father like God or Yah or whoever you call your God. That's that's the type of fear that you that's basically saying you respect, you honor his position as being um you know the most high. That's a different type of fear. But then, like I said, the other fear is keeping you from getting into harm's way because there's just some situations you shouldn't get involved in. So you have to know the difference with that. But the other fear is what's detrimental to you. That's what keeps you lock and key. And only you can get out of that by saying, I'm going to do it regardless. Guys, like I said, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Please be careful how you play games with people. Um, we need more genuine people instead of disingenuous people, as we have enough of that. um, so yeah, just get out of that. I'm gonna cam up just let y'all know I am alive and well. I'm a little pinkish. I just got out the shower not too long ago, so I'm a little pinkish. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a little pinkish today. So I just want to cam up and let you know that yeah, I can cam up with or without makeup, honey. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud. I like to tell people that because people be on some real, they be on some real BS. But anyway, guys, if nobody else don't love you, remember, Selena loves you. I'm gonna say Selena Delicia Maria Conchita loves you to Reese's Pieces. And I hope that you guys hear everything that I had to say and it didn't go in one ear and out the other. I hope that you guys learned something because I definitely learned something for myself. I learned a lot this week. I learned how you live your life is really it really speaks volumes. It really speaks volumes. And you leave a legacy. Thank you, realist. I appreciate you. Yeah, y'all got to see my little pinky face. My little pinky face. But yeah, I love you guys. And I don't have to know you to love you. I can feel I can feel people when if they really support me or not. Like I really do. Um, I really feel that some of the people that come in here, they really like what I have to say, and I thank you for that. Um, because I talk about different things. Like, do y'all remember Saturday was pretty exciting, Saturday night, and that was because I couldn't sleep, and I just thought about um, that idea. I don't know what y'all thought about that, but I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Is it very fine live? Yeah, it's very fine, especially since I was the only one up here talking and y'all didn't want to come up here and talk. See, I'm not one of these people that don't want nobody coming up and taking the shot off me. I want y'all to come up and talk because I think I talk too much. I think I talk too much sometimes. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't want to come up there and talk to me. What you laughing about, 305? I don't even know what you laughing about. But yeah, I might be live tomorrow. It just depends on how I feel. The wait is Thursday, and then the funeral is Friday. So I might and I might not. I just don't know. Um, like I said, it's a lot sometimes for me to get on here because sometimes, like I said, I don't feel like talking. So that's why a lot of times I don't come on because I just don't feel like talking. And I don't. When y'all don't see me in a couple of days, it's because I don't feel like talking. I'm not one of these people that gotta be on here. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Um, a lot of the times if you talk too much, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. So sometimes I just rather not. And I leave opinions on how I feel about certain things, certain people. I leave it alone because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for that. I'm not gonna be the judge and jury of anybody. Because number one, I don't care. Do what you do, boo. Do what you do, dude. It's all about what y'all want to do. I don't know. I don't care. Like I said, I live in the real world where people are actually going through stuff. I was just saying the other day, where's Selena at? Hiding, y'all. I'm hiding. Well, you know what? I can't, like I told you, I came on Saturday, right? Saturday, Sunday, early Sunday morning. So that was good. And I said, well, Monday, I don't need to go on there Monday. I don't need to go on there Tuesday. I don't feel like talking. I'm telling you guys, I'm a true introvert. I'm talking to y'all now because I'm comfortable with y'all, but I don't be going around talking a lot. Because I remember this one guy used to say, he's like, Selena, you just go into your shell. I can't. He's like, are you alive? I guess because he was just like, he wasn't used to a woman just because he was so fine. He wasn't used to a woman just not calling him. I'm like, I'm chilling. What's up? As Trina say, what does Trina say? What y'all doing or something? She say, yeah, I just be chilling. I be in my own little world, trying to figure out how to do this, how to do that, what I need to do. I got some things I'm working on in the let's say that's how I am. I only come on when I have something valuable to say, and I refuse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, if I'm wasting y'all time, just tell me to zone out. I mean, go ahead and end the live because I'm about to end in a few minutes. But yeah, that's kind of how I am. If I really don't have anything to say, I just don't like coming up here. What we doing? Yeah, that's gonna say how we doing. Yeah, what we doing? That's how. um I really, if I don't have nothing to say, I don't feel like I should be up here because I'm not going to sit up here and talk about the people I don't like. I'm not going to sit up here and talk about none of that. Like, I really don't care. When I tell you, I'm just one of those people who's just like, y'all need to be worried about is some aliens coming to the earth and stuff. Did y'all hear about the event that happened in Miami, Florida, where they had the whole police force, and they had the mall blocked off because by Captain Wolf, they had the mall blocked off and stuff. They reported that it was some teenagers fighting with sticks. So you mean to tell me you have the whole police department for kids fighting with some sticks, and teenagers don't fight with no sticks. They got guns. Like what, as Trina would say, what we doing? Like, they don't even make sense what they talking about. So they were trying to, I guess the people in the mall was trying to put the footage on their phones, and the whole area in that area in Miami um, it, it was a blackout. So they were trying to take pictures or footage of the creatures, and I think there was reports that the creatures were like 10 foot tall, 10 to 8 foot tall creatures. And like I said, the whole area went blacked out. Even the mall where they was trying to take pictures of the creatures, the lights and everything, all the electricity went out. So people need to be worried about. Bye, Norik. Thank you for coming through, sweetie. People need to be worried about that instead of all this other foolishness. Like, I ain't trying to be around when I see something like that. If y'all if I ever see something like that, honey, I'm telling you, boy, I'm gonna be running. Boy, my jug's probably gonna be hitting me in my face because I'm telling you, I'm gonna be running like a big dog. Like my jug's just gonna be just bouncing because I'm just gonna I'm gonna be gone. Like I don't play around with stuff like that. I'm telling you, I've lived in the hood. I know when I hear gunshots, anything like that, I know how to run. Okay, so I don't play. Okay, so I'm just telling y'all be shoot. My jugs be gone. They be gone. They be going. Just like basketball. So I don't play when it comes around seeing some 8 to 10 foot creature. I'm looking right at like face to face. Like, oh no, I do not play that. Talking about making that lie up, talking about it was teenagers fighting with sticks. So you have the whole police department there. That doesn't even make sense. So I'm like, y'all can tell these dumb people that, but nah, that ain't something was wrong with that. I don't know what it is. But I think things like that gonna be coming out in the future. I really do. I think we're gonna see more strange sightings. There's going to be either a war. It's going to be a lot of rumors of wars. That's for sure. A lot of things is going to be happening in this coming year and going forward. So people just need to be ready and get out of focusing on little bull crap kind of stuff that doesn't even make sense and it's not even valuable to even talk about. So I'm focusing on those type of things. This was right after the New Year. Yeah, it sure was. The whole mall went. I guess the people, you know how everybody try to take footage of everything, them aliens or whatever they were. They said, "Oh no, you ain't gonna take no picture of me. You ain't gonna take no footage of me." They took the whole that whole little area wherever they was in Miami where the mall was. I don't know how many malls there is in Miami, but yeah, they took that whole area out. It was absolutely unreal. Absolutely. So guys, y'all better be careful. Y'all don't know, why people up here fighting and fussing about little stupid stuff. It's stuff going on in the real world. And some of the things we haven't seen it all. So you need to be very cautious and on what you're looking and what you're putting your mind into, and because there's a little drama like this on here, it ain't even worth. It ain't worth two pennies. What is that? What is that guy name? His name is. He's a guy from Louisiana. He don't really have a lot of teeth. He's an older guy, and he says, "You ain't worth a Chinese penny or something like that." I don't know what's his name. Is it Raven something? He's an older guy, and he don't have any teeth, but he is very hilarious. I don't know what his name is. But he says, "Yeah, you ain't worth a Chinese penny." I said, "I guess that's pretty cheap." But anyway, guys, I promise you this is my last time. Goodbye. Have a wonderful night. Would you say, for real, the hell with what you talking about? I'm about on here. They coming to get us and yeah, they are. They trying to come back, honey, and they've been. But I really think they already been here. We just didn't know. We just didn't know. They might have been, them elites probably got them in a laboratory or somewhere, you know, because if y'all can remember when they were talking, when I was looking at a documentary on Adolf Hitler, they, him and some of his, generals and lieutenants, they would have conversations with some. They say they call them. What did they call? They didn't call them aliens, but they called them higher intelligence or something like that. And they, if you look at one of some of the drawings of how they wanted to do some of their, like their aircraft and stuff, they said they got the ideals from the higher, the higher intelligent ones or something like that they call them. But they have already been here. They are probably hundreds or thousands of years, you know, old. They give a lot of these elites different, you know, advice on how to do different things. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that guy when he came in and talking about the adrenochrome. Like that stuff comes from, that type of thing. That's basically like I'm assuming like a youth elixir, because it's like you're getting um some of the product from um baby fetuses, the fetuses, and they're using that to gain youth. Sometimes mortality. They say they have some type of elixir that will help people like the elites to live longer. All that kind of weird stuff. Like, this is really weird. I'm like, y'all be worrying about all this little crazy stuff, and this real stuff happening out here. I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. Like Trina say, what we doing? But I appreciate y'all for listening to me ramble about a lot of something. Um, I hope that you guys have a great night. Might be taking a break tomorrow. Just depend, like I said, just depends on how I feel. I might grace you guys with my presence. I don't know. Just depends. But I love you guys to Reese's Pieces. Make sure you guys press the like button. I would appreciate that so that I can get in the algorithm. Press the like button and always push the notification so you'll know when I am going live. I would appreciate that as well. So I won't be just talking to myself. That would be great. You guys have a nice night, a lovely night. I really appreciate all you guys for your help and your love. Okay, you help my cleaning go by fast. Oh, okay. I appreciate you, Juicy. I appreciate you. And press the like button too. I appreciate you guys. And I would hope by the end of this year, if possible, I can get to 1,000. I don't know. These people funny. You say one thing wrong, they unsubscribe from you, honey. Like, goodness. All these other people just saying stuff and y'all subscribing to them. I'm like, Lord have mercy. But anyway, guys, love you guys to Reese's Pieces. Be well and have a great night. Bye.